Hey everybody, we're back again today, and we're actually going to talk about something that affects everybody, the family unit. So, what is it with some men? Now, women don't get all hooray here because I'm going to go into women too. But what is it with some men that decide to up and leave their family and don't even decide to provide for them? Decide to ask the wife for any furniture in the house, including appliances. In the meanwhile, you're not paying child support. You're not even trying to see your kids. So, what is it with that? To me, that is not a real man. A real man, even if stuff gets sour, things don't work out, y'all decide to part ways, you still try to see your kids. That's first and foremost. And secondly, you do everything you can to help with providing for that child or children. Now, yeah, that's what child support is for and everything else. But if you're not paying child support, you could do other things in the meantime, correct? You can. But just because you go and you decide to leave your wife and your family, that does not mean that you get a pass on providing for your family. So let's get into the female aspect of this. What is up with some females thinking that they can use their children as pawn pieces? It's wrong. You can't do that. And some men do it too. This goes all the way around. Everybody who is splitting up, whatever, things don't work out, I'm not going to judge. You know, I've been divorced before. It's what it is. But if you decide to separate, you do things in the best interest of your children. That includes providing. That includes seeing them, and that's the first and foremost part. That includes, being active in their lives, co-parenting with the other parent. My dad had went through quite a bit. One day, after he had divorced his first wife, they just up and took off. He didn't even know where they went. He kept on paying child support, but he never got to see him until he had a couple of heart attacks within about a week. And my mom is calling the aunt to tell them to get the kids down because we didn't know if that was the last time he was going to see them. He hadn't seen them in 10 plus years. That's not okay either. Y'all need to stop using these kids as your pawns in some kind of freaking game. It's not a game. And you're going to mess up your kids for it. So, just to summarize, in my opinion, and that's just, y'all can throw that out there for what it is. If you're a parent, be active in your kid's life, whether you're separated or not. If you are the man or the woman, but you're not living with the kid, provide support. If you're not getting along, don't use your kid as a pawn piece in your little game. It's real simple, guys. Because the children are the future, but what you do whenever they're young like that affects them for the rest of their lives and how they look at everything, and it can affect their whole adulthood. So stop making everything about you, whoever you are, on one side or the other, and put the kids first. And before I get a lot of hate on this, if I am actually getting hate on this, that tells me that you're a narcissist or you have narcissistic tendencies and you're guilty of that and you're trying to project. So I just wanted to add that on here for any hate that's going to come from this. But you know what? I am so sick of kids not having their own voice and wrong things happening to them just because of the parents.